Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Healthy Entrepreneur Show. Surprise, surprise. I have my guest, and he's live.
Yes.
And I'm so excited because I've never done this before. All of my shows have been done, sort of virtual. I'm in another room, the person's in their own home. So we decided to do this live, and I'm so excited because I have my guest here, Soniel Gordon. I'm so sorry. Soniel Gordon, welcome to the Healthy Entrepreneur Show. Um, the Healthy Entrepreneur Show is brought to you by Business Takeout. Business Takeout is a social enterprise, a nonprofit organization, and it's a social enterprise recognizing Black wealth through business education. Please take the time to check them out. Join the group, join the Facebook group, follow them on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, because there's a wealth of information that's going to come your way, along with many other podcasts that will be aired live in all different categories and even different ways to help you as a business. My name is Maxine. I'm your host, and I am a health and nutrition coach. I work with women to help them achieve attainable health and fitness goals. And I do this by incorporating mindset, being consistent, and also being accountable, which is so, so important. And one of the things that I love about what I do is helping people to be more mindful of what they eat, sourcing their foods, concentrate on eating things that come from the ground. And this is why I'm so excited to have you, because you're doing the things that I love, and you have the things that I love, and I'm excited. So, Soniel Gordon, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. You're welcome. The audience is going to get to know you a little bit more because I'm going to ask you a ton of questions. So, you own a farm.
Correct.
Called Sunny Boy Farms.
Correct.
All right. Okay. So I've been on your website and I've just read about like how it all started, and so tell us about how this began, because I'm looking at you and I'm saying, wait a minute, this is a young man, right? A young Black man, and we're in 2021, right? Most people are heading to the grocery stores. Most people are, well, I shouldn't say like millennials. They would tend to just not focus on fruits and vegetables. Let's just say, I'm not stereotyping. But the whole point is farming is not something that you'll find a young Black man doing, especially in Toronto. And I want to know how it all started. So tell us about that.
Awesome. So I appreciate being on here today, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Soniel Gordon, the founder of Sunny Boy Farm, and Sunny Boy Farm was literally founded on the premise of just healing and really reclaiming the history, reclaiming the benefits, and just everything that farming I knew of and my family knew of in the olden days, and the tradition of it, and just revitalizing that and bringing it back to the mainstream. Sunny Boy Farm, honestly, I never thought I was doing any farming here in Canada. I was always doing things back home in Jamaica.
Really? Oh,
and,
wow.
2012, I was literally going back home in Jamaica, sending money back and allowing the farmers and my family to just go ahead and just have something for them to be able to eat. But how Sunny Boy Farm came here was the fact that I was dealing with mental health.
Yes.
And for me, being back in the ground, being back in the atmosphere of just how healthy eating and the accessibility to healthy foods was actually not really spoken of, or even sometimes even affordable for me or my family to be able to go ahead and do that. I had to really bring that back for it in the forefront. My aunt actually passed away from cancer, and that was the time that actually put me in a position to really be accountable for what goes into my body, but also what goes into my family's body. And I'm always giving people advice, and people are looking for me for advice, but I never actually seen the relevance of how it's connected with everything that we do.
Mm.
And it was that hard moment when I was in the ground planting the seed, and I seen that I had to make sure the ground was fertile. I had to make sure that I had the nutrients. I had to make sure I had the sun. I had to make sure I had just an environment that fostered growth. And for me, I didn't really see that I was doing that properly for myself. So I really had to just go back to basics with myself and connect it back with my food.
Okay, so I'm feeling your energy. And for the audience who's watching, if Soniel is a calm soul, he's so humble and he's so grateful. And from the moment I saw him, I was like, this young man is You've got quite a story, and and I'm saying this because his voice is so low. So if you think he needs to talk a little bit louder, please just put a message here. Let me know if you can hear him good, because I'm going to ask him some questions right now. You hit on a topic, and you said that you were struggling with some mental health issues. Tell me about that, please.
For sure. So as I said, I'm from Jamaica, and in the Caribbean family, it's not really spoken about.
No.
You know, we don't really have the ability to just voice what we're going through and feel that it's okay to talk about it or take time to really address what we're going through. Drink some mint tea, you'll be okay. You're
Drink
good.
some Cersei tea.
Drink some Cersei tea, right? You're good to go.
Or maybe you need a washout with some herb tea, right? So I'm
right?
Jamaican too, so
exactly,
I get it.
Exactly. So it was never really spoken about. It was just taboo within the household. So for me, being in depression was more of a combination of finance, mourning from passing of family members, and relationships, and not understanding what my true purpose was in life. And for me, I was always striving to be better. I was always trying to understand life in itself.
Right.
So when I actually got into it, it was more about things just piling up, and it just shut me down, and it really took me out for a little bit.
So you're saying that the stigma that was surrounded with mental health issues and Black people, especially if we're from the Caribbean, it's not addressed. It's not something that they try to maybe even probe and see where it's stemming from, right?
Exactly.
So how did this? So I guess what you realized was that eating a certain way was going to help you with, and it's all about like taking care of your body. Yes. And I think that's probably what you came to, right?
Exactly.
So then, why farming? I'm just trying to get my head around it. Like, where did the farming come from?
It's this vision I have so vivid of just seeing the sunset and having the ability to have my own land, accessible foods, and just be able to build a community. And my grandma was actually right beside me at the time when I seen this vision. And to be honest, she was the only person that could call me Sunny Boy. So now the whole world is going to call me Sunny Boy now.
But, so she named you Sunny Boy.
She named me Sunny Boy.
Oh, got it.
It was an homage towards her. But farming really came because I looked at it as something that could bind us all together. Food.
Yes.
The understanding of how we could break bread, have the communion, and be able to know that the food is a necessary for us to be at our peak state to operate in life. And it's the basis of how we could actually build on a lot more things, the mind, body, and soul.
Absolutely.
So farming was a no-brainer for me. I just knew that we had to put ourselves in a position to be sustainable. We had to put a position to be able to build community, and we had to put a position to be able to start the conversation and generate the necessary buzz around how we could actually build back this priority towards our community and our health, right? So I had to get it done.
You keep talking about community, and that's important because oftentimes we, as I hate to say this, but as Black people, right, or Caribbean, sometimes we don't have that. We're kind of sporadic all over the place.
Yes.
We tend to we're consumers, but we don't necessarily have the amount of people who are going to give us that.
Agreed.
Right. Agreed. So where do we shop? We shop at the local grocery store. Where do we do it? Most of our things is from the large consumers who are providing us this to us. So I think that you incorporating the sense of community with what you do is amazing, because the movement that you're on right now is it's trifold. Like it's health and well-being. It's community. It is helping with our health.
Yes.
So the mental, the physical, and of course the environment. So I have my tablet in front of here. I've got so you've got a model. It's called the CSA model.
Correct.
So CSA model means community, support, and agriculture. So could you tell us a little bit about how that model works?
Oh, awesome. Community supported agriculture CSA model. What it is it's opportunity for you as a consumer to rebuild a relationship with myself as a farmer. And what we do is, we bring you on the journey of what a farming lifestyle is, right? You pay up front for shares that goes about 16 weeks, or depending on how long the farmer is able to provide that shares for you. And then you come in and see exactly, we buy the seeds, we buy the tools, we buy and hire the right people to be able to now produce the fresh, the local, the availability and convenience to you as a consumer. And it's just going on that journey with us. It shows that,
Yeah.
what Mother Nature could offer us, the abundance of things, even when it's good and when it's bad, right? So
Oh,
CSA really just brings you together in that atmosphere, bringing the ownership, and knowing that you have a part into something that weekly you're gonna have something fresh on your
something
table.
fresh. Yeah. So pretty much, guys. I'm reading from here. It just says that they sell their produce in shares, so the consumer pays once a month for a bulk order,
Right.
and then you get fresh picked produce when it's ripe, and it gets delivered to your door, and
Yes.
or you have like a pickup spot where you can pick it up at. So
Yes.
I really like that idea, and I think. I mean, I don't know. I'm a little bit old-fashioned. I do like the idea of my vegetables being handpicked and selected
Yes.
for me, and it's coming right from the ground, and it's not being shipped, in a free and packed in a freezer somewhere,
Yes.
and then off to a grocery store where everybody else is touching it.
Correct.
Right. So
Yes.
I really like that idea. When I discovered you, I was like, this is amazing. So definitely, if anybody is thinking of sort of like revamping your wellness, changing your lifestyle, going back to Mother Earth, taking care of your body, eating food in a loving way, because that's how I feel. Like I feel that coming to a farm or even buying from a farm,
Yes.
especially if it's from right, there's just something about that. It's like you're giving love in so many ways. So I mean, I'm just really proud of you, and
Thank you.
like I said, I have lots more questions. And guys, you know what? Also, I have a little surprise for you as well. So we'll show you very quickly. I'll pick this one up. Pray I don't make it drop. Okay, so here, look at this, guys. Isn't that exciting? So I'm just going to turn this around. Hopefully, I have enough time. So what I have here is I have some blood oranges,
Correct.
potatoes,
Yeah.
thyme. I love thyme. I love to cook with thyme. And I've got some parsley and sweet potato.
Yes.
So this is all for me, and I'm going to be using that up real quick. And then on the next tray, we have some bok choy. We've got some squash here, and we've got potatoes and sweet potatoes. And is that all we have in here? Yeah, that's all we have in here. And of course, oranges are my favorite, like in the world. I'll eat oranges all day, every day. I love oranges. So I'm really excited to try this blood orange. Tell me about it.
This one's actually, it comes with a deeper red sometimes in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just filled with nutrients, filled with antioxidants, and it's just one of those things that's different. You just could spice up your salads, your breakfast, the whole works. But I just love the blood oranges. It's really cool.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I love how you have the knowledge of what the foods do, and speaking of knowledge, you also have programs,
Yes.
which I think is amazing.
Thank you.
Right. So you have your mission, of course, is to I'm going to read his mission because I think it's great. You are more than just a natural farm. We are a farm with a vision to revolutionize the farm industry by providing affordable, quality goods while raising health and wellness awareness through various community outreach programs or projects. So I think that's great because that means that you are reaching out to different communities, and you're probably just maybe even sharing your produce,
Yes.
right? And how does that work?
We go above and just the produce itself. Because mental health has always been something that I'm proud to say I overcome, and I maintain and cope and everything else with it. So what we do is we allow the food to speak for themselves.
Oh, okay.
When it comes down to being healthy, there's always for us, we look at it, mind, body, and soul. But in
Yes.
order to really tackle mind, body, and soul, we got to start somewhere first.
Yes,
And it's usually within our gut,
absolutely.
right? So, showing how the greens are able to put nutrition into your body and able to actually give you a different energy, a different mindset to now tackle everything else from, the root cause of, what put you in a certain mindset to begin with in a certain state. So we just kind of address that in how the food actually is a medicine for you, and to be able to touch base on that. We go as far as meeting with nutritionists like yourselves, and we're able to be able to connect with them and be able to allow them to where we come short with the knowledge for them to know, and bring it together all in the forefront to allow people to be educated on how food can be used for them as a medicine.
Absolutely.
For me personally, I don't think that we need to do everything by ourselves.
No.
There's always somebody out there that has much more knowledge and talent and a purpose that we could always align with each other. So we're always partner and collaborate with different individuals to bring the understanding of what food does for us and how it actually could heal us and how we heal with the land as well too. So
Absolutely.
It's been amazing so far.
I like you mentioned something about how the food has a story, and of course it starts with the gut. And there's a part of my program where we talk about food combining,
Okay.
and it's something simple as this. Making parsley and maybe carrots together, let's
Okay.
just say, right? Or
Yeah.
even eating carrots and broccoli together,
Okay.
or even a bowl of fruits with whipped cream on top of it.
All right.
So there's certain foods that is when you combine them, they do not give you the nutritional value that you need, or even just provide your body with the optimal health.
Yes.
So I like the fact that this is incorporated into having people use the foods to heal, because really and truly, when you eat a meal and you finish, your stomach feels a way. It's either happy or it's either not so happy,
Agreed.
right?
Agreed.
So yeah, exactly. So like if you had a bowl of greens, there's just something about a bowl of greens and your stomach, right?
It feels really good.
Your stomach is happy, right?
Yes.
But if you have like, I don't know, like you have a bowl of greens and you have some rice and you have some fats and oils,
Yeah.
your stomach is just like, oh,
Yeah.
it's bloated and it's saying all kinds of things, and then it's just not digesting right. But
Yes.
I'm not gonna get into all that because this is not a workshop on
Sure.
gut health. Although these foods have a lot to do with the gut health and definitely helped you with your own mental health. And I'm gonna ask you about that as well. But I just want to go into this program that you have.
Yes.
So you have programs, guys, and I was reading it and I was like, So the programs you have are for people looking for camp. To learn about leadership and entrepreneurship through farming lifestyle.
Yes.
Like, amazing.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit. I see that there's a few of them. So, give us a little bit about the ones that you guys are running.
Perfect. So last summer, we actually were able to partner with a local basketball team.
Oh, nice.
Correct.
Nice.
And we were able to bring the youth on board.
Okay.
We gave them yoga. We gave them the opportunity to get their hands dirty. We spoke to them one-on-one, just to really build that rapport and the foster environment for people to be able to feel safe and transparent with us, and so we could do the same. It was something that we knew that at the end of the day, we're taking them out of the normal energy of being in the city and the normal environment, and just bring them out somewhere they can just relax and just let loose.
And you know what, too? That is actually good for their mental health.
Always.
I don't know anyone, well, I shouldn't say that, but you know how some people, when they're younger, they can't see the value in getting away and being in a different environment, especially when it plants you back to the ground.
Exactly.
Right? That's huge,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So I like the fact that you focus on the youth.
Yes.
Right? That's important.
And it's not just the youth alone itself, because we foster the family environment.
Okay.
We foster the fact that it takes a village to raise a family. So we want to get to know your living arrangements, so we could now figure out ways that we could tackle the whole family on a whole.
Oh, okay.
So it's something that was dear to me. Knowing that I was raised by my aunts and my uncles and everything else. My mom is back home in Jamaica as well.
Oh.
But having the family atmosphere, to know that it was dynamic enough for us to grow as one and to support each other, that's something that I really want to recreate back in the community. To know that family, when you build that strong connectability of just having a strong mother figure that nurtures, and a strong father figure you can speak to, and having the balance of just how life is, and be able to nurture that, it's something that we really need to bring back. So
oh, hallelujah.
Have to foster that.
No, I that's very, very important, right? I think that there's nothing like going back to the days of old. I think that if you, with children these days, with the way that we're so into electronics and everything's fast, let me have it right now. Is it ready? What you're doing definitely is, hopefully you'll tap into as much people as you can in order for them to just get back to that, because this is where I believe that mental health starts to become an issue when we're stimulated by so many things. And whether you were a 10-year-old or a 50-year-old, the whole point is we are being stimulated in so many ways out there by different things that affect us mentally.
Exactly.
So definitely, I think having that outlet to go to where you're reconnecting with the earth and nourishing your body.
Yes.
I mean, that's a win-win. So,
Yes.
so you've got like support with mental, physical, emotional, spiritual well-being.
Yeah.
You provide effective and engaging learning experience, encourage leadership and citizenship. And I mean, there's just a bunch of things, right? And one of the things also is that there's yoga, which is, right up my alley. So, we'll be talking.
Please.
Okay. So, I really want to thank you for bringing these vegetables to me. I'm so excited because I love to hold anything that's green and all kinds of things. So tell me about. So
we need smell-o-vision.
my gosh.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell me about your mental. What was your Oh my goodness. This will be so good in some soup right now.
Yes.
Tell me about your struggle with mental health and what was your turning point?
Oh man. So let's just bring you back as possible.
Okay.
So I've been on my own since I was 14 years old.
On your own?
On my own.
Okay.
I had 2 jobs. I went through high school, kept my grades up, stayed out of trouble. I always felt being in that position was almost like I'm not enough. What did I not do right?
So hold on. So you're on your own since 14. What do you mean, like on your own? Like, where were your parents? Did they say get out of the house, or you just said get out?
Yeah. No, my parents at that point, there were certain things that wasn't actually aligning with how, they were expecting me to behave.
Okay.
I wasn't a bad kid, but there's a long story behind that. I figured
Right. You probably weren't doing something that they wanted to do. So that's
correct.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
But all in the old, like for me, I received my first job when I was 14 years old, and always providing for my mom, making sure everything's good. But as I said, there's some disconnect with how we see things, and I was told to get out, and I was able to find an apartment to rent. I was able to continue to go through school, no assistance, and I was just living a hard knock life, and for me, I've never seen myself being put in a position where I wanted to give up. At that point, it wasn't prevalent at going. So I was kept on going, bearing things and just putting it at the back of my mind and just making sure that I could always continue to provide for my mom. I always continue to provide for my brothers because people are relying on me, right? I was always making sure that I was second nature. Everything else had to get done. I had to get the money. I had to make sure I passed school. I had to make sure I could get a big house for my mom. I had to make sure they could eat.
So what was were you suffering from anxiety, depression? Oh, depression.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It just really got a toll on me where 2016 going to 2017, I decided to really go back into church. I started understanding that I was filling a void that wasn't being taken care of in the way that I needed to. I didn't have the right tools. I didn't have the right resources. And I started doing YouTube and researching what, how to better myself as an individual, how to be able to, get over certain things. And, I started meditating and things like that. So I remember the one point where I just opened the floodgates. I just let all the emotions come out.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll tear it up.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm feeling. I'm not an energy healer or anything like that, but I'm feeling your energy. I feel like I just want to touch you and just say it's okay.
It's okay.
Because when we first connected, there was so much passion in your voice in what you do, and I watched your video and I was like, this he loves what he does, and and just from hearing your story now, because we haven't even spoken in length about everything. This is all new.
Yes.
So I definitely feel the energy that you're projecting, and I see where this whole thing means something so near and dear to your heart.
So much,
And I mean, I appreciate you, being able to share this and just about what made you do this, right?
Yeah.
So I have another question. You're the one man show. Like how I want to know about this, and because you said your family is in Jamaica.
Yes, I
So,
have family here in Canada as well, but you know, I'm not sure if you guys know. So part of my personal Instagram, uh, it said no longer misunderstood.
yeah, no longer misunderstood. You
Yeah.
can put that up there, guys. Follow him there too.
But before that was misunderstood. You
Oh,
know,
misunderstood.
yes.
Okay.
And it was where I always conveyed myself to my family, my friends, and some people just were not seeing the vision of what I wanted to see and what I wanted to actually be coming for fruition. But at the end of the day, my family supports the best way they can when they are able to. Um, but not all family will see what you're doing. So for me, I had to make sure that everything I did was I believed in myself. I had faith in what I was doing. I knew who my creator was, and to just be able to build off that edge of what I know I can produce for my family, the environment, the community, the whole works. So at the end of the day, for me, knowing that family is something big for me, I would just want to be that person that could break that stigma within the family,
Right.
and be able to
Right.
have something that's ownership, be able to have something that is impactful and significant not only to us but to the community and everyone to be able to bask in. And it's something really, yeah.
That's pretty amazing. So, okay, is your family like your mother is alive, right?
Yes, she's
Okay,
back
so are they back home in Jamaica saying, "That's my boy"? Like, are they cheering you on from here? Or do they know like what your success is and whatnot?
With everything when it comes, you have to understand. For me, a lot of times family back home, they don't really understand the value of how hard you work here.
Yes.
And they will see certain success that's been happening, but they only see a variation.
They don't
of
see the
it.
background
They don't
stuff.
see the
You know what I
background
mean?
of it. And my mom, she gets it, but it's more about she's seeing the pain that I had to transform from.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
support of making sure I'm good and everything else is good like that, it's always been that support. I encourage my brothers and family members back home all the time to be able to start farming again, because that's what we do. We have land that we rent down there as well, and have land that we own, and we just encourage each other to be able to do chickens, to be able to do vegetables.
Absolutely.
And from that you're able to have the sustainability within your community and your family. You know where your
Right.
food is coming from.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be worrying about, do I have money next week to buy groceries or anything, because you're farming, right? You're back to the basics. So that's what I'm recreating here in Canada as well.
That is so true, because even like when you said knowing where your food is coming from and being able to cultivate yourself,
Yeah.
I'm finding a lot of my friends and colleagues and people are planting their own gardens in their backyard, especially in the summertime. And I really do believe that what you were doing by encouraging your family and seeing and showing them what you're doing is a good thing to start, because you're not only being an example, but you're being an inspiration. Um, I wanted to ask you as well about, geez, it slipped me, but it's not. I'm not going to make it slip me because it was a very good question. Um, oh, okay. So when you suffered from your depression and you realized that the farming was helping you, especially when you dug into the ground, and I think it connected you somehow.
Yes.
How do you maintain to your mental health? Is depression an issue now, or is it?
No.
Oh,
No.
nice! I love it.
No.
Okay.
From the moment I was able to, pray and
Yes.
be able to
Eat,
meditate.
pray, love. Oh wow!
Exactly.
I'm having a moment. Okay.
I was laying in the bed and I said, "Please get me out of this."
Yes.
I promise I'll never go back to it. And there's so much times I remember just not wanting to be around. But I didn't want to not. I didn't want to die, guys. I'm telling you this. I just wanted my old self to be gone.
Yes.
And
I understand.
he said, "Get up." I got up, took a shower, and I sat in the living room and I was writing out all the names of what the farm could be called: Soda Grow, Sunny Boy Farm, Growing Faith, all these different things. And
Right.
we had this whole list, and then all of a sudden we came back to the list, and only one name was Sunny Boy Farm. One name.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. And for me, I just knew that I didn't want to go back. So I started going to therapy. I was working Bell at the time, and they had a ESP program where you could speak to a counselor. And I was taking therapy. I was going through therapists. I was writing things down. I was speaking to people that was not biased about my situation. I was reaching out, just being open and vulnerable to understand that this is what I'm going through. Can somebody help?
Mm-hmm.
And the moment that I was able to be vulnerable and be able to just speak about it, I've seen so many people that felt the same way and was actually dealing with it or overcome it. And that's what I feel like a lot of people within the Black community needs to understand, that is that the support is out there, but we need to support in a way that we understand how to navigate around it and how to offer it. So this is why I always say it's more than just a farm. And so I deal with things like going camping.
Yes.
I just recently came back from a camping trip. It was my birthday yesterday, and
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
thank you. and just reconnecting back with nature. Understand that it's one of those things that you have to be silent sometimes, and when you're not doing something, you're actually doing something, right? So things like that was more like a really getaway for me to recharge.
Right.
Reading books, personal development courses. I'm always making sure I could build on my personal development from my spiritual side, my mental side. It's a whole list of just things that I know, that going for walks,
Yes,
being by the
yes.
lakes and things like that.
So you're like a nature boy, really.
I am.
You have probably one of the best jobs, right? Because
so.
you're in the element, you're out of the air.
Yes.
You're harvesting and
Yes.
Cultivating and bringing forth the healthy things for people to live a healthier life. Um, I I wanted to ask you as well. Are you a vegan or a vegetarian or
Great question.
okay?
No, I'm not a vegan
Okay.
or a vegetarian, and I still eat meat. But one thing we do at Soniel Gordon Farm, we don't force people to change their living or lifestyle of eating habits.
Right.
What we
Okay.
do. I know I'm on a journey of my eating goals and what food is doing for me, so I'm always learning. So for me, I eat less meat, more greens, things from the ground, and just really connecting with how the food actually makes me feel when I put it in my body.
Oh yes, of course.
Right.
Yes.
So that's how I operate, and to make sure that it's something that is going to benefit and foster an environment for me to continue to operate at my peak state.
Okay.
And my peak state is just love and grace, to just put everything towards it and to know that I'm producing something for someone that could definitely benefit from it. And it's
Okay, so I see a question. I'm going to ask this question. But before I do, so I just have this. This is the one I forgot to ask. When you meet somebody, and they say, "Hey, look, my name is so and so. What do you do?"
Yeah.
Well, how do they react when you tell them?
A lot of them are a little taken back, to be honest.
I know.
For sure.
I can imagine.
Very, very much, and I kind of lead with the fact that I'm here to heal with people. And,
yes. Okay.
When I say that they want to know more, but I don't even go into talk about myself afterwards.
Right.
I find out what's something they like the most.
Yes.
And, I should have done, like, this is what we do.
Right.
We connect. We make sure we build a relationship. Because this is what we really want people to understand is we don't want to just take your money. We don't want to just provide you with food. We want to build with you. We want to be able to understand that what we may have can be beneficial for you, but what you need, we could also be able to collaborate and connect with people that will give you the answers, give you the resources, because we can't do it by ourselves.
No, we can't.
We cannot do it by ourselves. So we really foster the environment for partnership, relationship, collaborations, and just working with each other.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. I'm just so in awe right now. Can we bring up the question that came up? So I can't see that.
It's kind of slow.
I know it's kind of small because we're using my phone, but we'll try our best. Does the offer farming education through videos like YouTube or Instagram, and how to start farming?
Okay,
yeah.
Great question.
Great question, Peter. Thank you.
That is awesome. So what we're doing right now, we're looking to really build the educational side online. And majority of the stuff that we've been doing has been in person. So transition to that has been something different. We did recently partner with I forget to say York University.
Nice.
Yes. So what we've been doing with them is we've been doing education like that, to where we show people how we're able to start a business, how we connected with the mental health, how we're able to just build a business itself. But if there's anybody out there that would love to come on board and be able to show us how we could build that online platform, we're still in the marketing phase of getting those things ready. But we're always here to build a team, and we want people to have that expertise and talent and purpose towards a lifestyle like that and build with us.
So you hear that, guys? They're always open to building the team, and you do have a YouTube channel as well, anyway,
we do,
right? And
yes.
I think you've got a great story on your YouTube channel. Destiny said, "Congratulations, sounds great." No, congratulations,
Thank you.
Soniel Gordon. She said your
Nice.
first and last name. There was another comment by English Forbes that came on. Oh, hi there. Yep, nature is healing. Here we are struggling to read this. Okay. And then English Forbes says, good for you to
Take action
actions
for your mental health. Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Because I mean, like, sometimes people could use different modalities for their mental health, right? Steph Williams says, "This is so awesome. My little one told me he wants to be a farmer. Oh my goodness, that's great.
We love that.
He's
Yeah.
7 years ago. I hope he still has his interest. Let him watch this and
Please.
go on the YouTube channel because I was inspired when I went and saw the YouTube channel. He's got some great videos as well. Um, I really think that it does tie into just so many things that what I stand for. You're located in Pickering.
Yes.
I know. So I don't know. We have viewers all over the world, by the way. So they're like thinking, "Oh, where can we get to this?" So Pickering is east of Toronto,
Yeah.
right? And I mean, I'm glad that it's close by, so I can get to you. But for anybody who doesn't live in Pickering, how can they How do you service people who don't live in the GTA?
Yes, great question as well. So with what we do right now, every Sundays there's a new list that comes out for what's available and what we can be able to deliver. We actually deliver, so that's the biggest thing I can tell you.
Yeah, you deliver. That's right.
Deliver.
Yes.
And that delivery area goes from Pickering, Whitby, the whole of GTA, Mississauga, north of Vaughan, so Alliston. We have Shelburne, Orangeville, Brampton, and we do have some people we're working on for Niagara Falls right now as well, like Guelph and Kitchener. But those are the areas we serve currently, and we have a wonderful group right now in the WhatsApp group, and that's what we do is we get you to come on board. You can go to our website www.saintboyfarm.com. If you hit shop, you go directly to our online store. You'll see what's available. But to really keep connected and build that environment of what we're speaking about for community, where we laugh, we share recipes, we're able to build and just support each other. You're able to connect with the WhatsApp group as well. Just reach out to us and we'll add you to the WhatsApp group.
Oh, okay.
We're doing things as huge as giving back with how you value money and how each other value money. And one of the things that we're doing that is we do a cashback.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So you come with us. You come in. You purchase something, and we support that that gratefulness of you supporting with provided with a receipt. You can now go ahead on a website, upload the receipt, and you're able to get up to 5% cash back on your purchase.
Oh, I like that. So you have a little community here of buying and supporting.
Exactly.
Somebody Peter asked what the name of the YouTube channel. I think it's Sunny Boy
Farms.
Sunny Boy Farms. Yep.
Right.
And if anybody wants to join the WhatsApp group too, that's amazing too. I think I want to join as well. So Trisha, sorry, I can't even read that.
Teresa, groceries and fruits and home delivery every Sunday to Sunday. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi Teresa, how are you?
Thank you so much for watching, Teresa.
She's one of my senior partners actually.
Oh.
And it's one of those things where I'm really building an empire.
Yes, you are.
And it's really to understand that food is at the core.
Yes.
And if you remember my bio, we're speaking about just in the socioeconomic issues from, job security, affordable housing, renewable energy, and we do that through our partnerships. We do that through the fact that we know that we need to build these things as basic needs for people to just survive, and from there now they can continue on healing.
Yes.
And as long as we can make sure that people understand where their food is coming from. If they can get money to pay for their bills and resources like that from working with us, we do that, right? So we're really just building that environment to really, take care of the basic needs, so we can get people just really healing the way they need to heal. And go from there.
That is amazing because it provides a sense of community and support. Yes. Who knows? People probably offer some kindness, some acts of kindness. Yes. If there's cashback, if there's support, it's there, and it's a community that's being built with love and trust and
Exactly.
health and wealth. And oh my goodness. Okay. So one last question, and this is probably going to be for the people who are close by and are West Indian
Yeah,
from the islands. Do you grow kalaloo and all those things?
sure do.
So, so coming up in
Yes.
the next harvest, we're looking at the squash and the
Yes.
pumpkin and the
Yes.
kalaloo and the zucchinis.
Yes.
So just take your notes, go on the
Yes.
website, place your order. You have these. I like the Farm Boy box. I saw
Yes.
that, so I'm definitely interested in that. And then there's a vegetable one.
Yes.
So guys, when you get some time, please go on his site, check him out, be a part of the group. Let's just continue this whole community of love and loving our bodies, healing our bodies, fueling our bodies with the good food, feel good food, and and just circling the wealth, right?
Exactly.
I am so proud of you, and I'm so thankful that you agreed to be on my show. I really, 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 really enjoyed talking to you. Um, for anyone who's watching, please feel free to like and share this video to anywhere you want. If you're watching on LinkedIn, share it to YouTube, wherever you are. Send it to your people. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, English Forbes. Um, and in the meantime, I wish everyone a good night. Stay well. And remember that you sow what you grow.
Yes. And it starts
Right?
with you.
And it starts with you. That's a new slang, right?
Oh, that's the tagline.
That's a new tagline. I just made it up.
Yes.
Thank you guys, and thank you, Sunil.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is a blessing. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Good night, everybody. Stay well.
Bye.